I know what I'm about to say in this video will transform your life because it's transformed mine and it's transformed the lives of others. I'm not just saying this stuff to regurgitate it. I'm saying it because I've been doing this for many years now. I literally live a life of freedom right now. I'm in Indonesia. Next week, I'm going to be flying to Malaysia. Then after that, I'm going to Panama. I travel all over the world. I create an abundance of money in my life. And I've helped a lot of people transform their lives, making 4, 5, 6, even 7-figure incomes. So what I'm going to share with you, these 2 secrets will absolutely transform your reality. And most people are not going to like what I have to share with you because most law of attraction teachings is teaching you to just think positive thoughts, avoid the negative, when I'm actually telling you the opposite of that. First thing I want to talk about is uncertainty and the unknown. So many people are afraid of the unknown. So many are afraid of what ifs, potential things, fears, doubts, anxieties of what could potentially happen or go wrong. And I'm going to put a positive spin on that, in that why don't our brains automatically go to the point of what can go right and totally believing in that? What the brain does is it automatically goes to the negative. What bleeds leads. It's always trying to protect you from danger or potential danger. And so we have to now reprogram our subconscious mind and change our perspectives and think of all the great things that can happen. And so I want to shift your perspective on the unknown, because the unknown in my mind is God, right? And I've worked on communicating and building a relationship with what I call God. You can call it the universe, you can call it the Most High, you can call it whatever name or label you want to put on it, right? And so the unknown, the unseen, this is the feminine energy that we need to cultivate a relationship with. We need to cultivate a relationship with the unknown, because what we do is we get scared of the suffering of doubt, the suffering of fear, the suffering of pain, the suffering of what potentially could go wrong. And what I'm saying is that you need to accept those things that you don't know what's going to happen. You need to accept the things that could potentially go wrong. So what? If it goes wrong, it goes wrong, right? If we're afraid of things going on wrong, then we're not going to get started in the first place. And then we're not learning or growing or expanding, or at least saying that, hey, at least I tried. At least I attempted. At least I went for my dreams, right? I don't know about you, but I would rather do something than sort of sit on the fence and then get to the end of my life and thinking, oh, I should have at least tried, you know? I don't like the word try. There's no such thing as trying, because you can't try and pick up a chair. You either pick up the chair or you don't pick up the chair, right? And so there's no trying. You do or you don't do, right? And so what I'm understanding that I've learned through helping so many people and shifting my own life is we need to embrace what we call negative, or we need to embrace suffering. We need to embrace the suffering, right? The bad emotions, the negative emotions, the things that we don't want to feel, the things that we don't want to experience, the things that we potentially don't want to experience. The more we can cultivate a relationship with God, the unknown, and having a faith around that, then magic can happen for you. But as soon as you have disharmony with the unknown and you don't have faith on the unknown and potential doubts or fears and anxieties, now we've got a problem, because now you're in the energy of actually manifesting more of that, right? If you focus on doubt, you're going to get more doubt. If you focus on your fears, you're going to get more fear, right? Can't it just be normal that we have doubts? Can't it be normal that we have fears? Or can't we just go to the next level and apply ridiculous amounts of faith to what we want to manifest? Because that's what I did. When I read the book Think and Grow Rich, the first time I was like, this is a bunch of crap. I don't even know what I'm reading this for. 1 year later, I read it again, and I was reading the first 4 chapters, and one of the 4 chapters is faith. And when I read that chapter, something clicked in my mind, and I realized, actually, I just need to apply ridiculous levels of faith, insatiable, insane levels of faith, and trusting that this is going to work out best case scenario, right? Paranoia. I don't know if you know the word paranoia. Paranoia is when it's the opposite of paranoid, right? When you just know everything's working out for you. And the universe is molding itself to you. And so you develop a level of paranoia. Now, once you have that energy and you have that ridiculous level of, I'm actually getting chills right now, the level of faith that I feel, right? Once you have that ridiculous level of faith and you surrendered and you don't care about no unknown, Oh my God, that's a whole different level now, right? The energy's there. The universe is like, okay, you believe in us. Or the universe is like, okay, you truly believe, right? You truly believe, you're truly aligned with us or it or what, right? Totally in tune with nature. So I don't know if you can see the plants around me, but totally in tune with nature and the universal principles, the universal laws. And so that's the first part, right? That's the first part. That's the first secret, is like, how can you develop ridiculous amounts of faith or just be okay with having doubts and fears and anxieties and accepting them for what they are? They're just mind stuff. They're not true. They're just thoughts, right? Your emotions are more powerful than your thoughts. And so if you generate more emotion towards, okay, what if it does go right? What if I do get the reality that I want? What if I am able to transform my life in really powerful ways? I can't wait to transform my life in really powerful ways. It's normal for me to transform my life in really powerful ways, right? It's normal for me to be successful. It's normal for me to be happy. It's normal for me to have a fun, free, and joyous and abundant life, right? And feeling that and knowing that's genuine when you're saying it. It's not like you're just saying it to say it, because there's a possibility also, an equivalent to the possibility of things going wrong or not your way. You see how that works? So the next principle, the second secret I want to share with you, is taking that ridiculous faith, the feminine energy, and taking radical action. And I'm not talking about mind action. I'm talking about emotional and godlike action. What is emotional and godlike action? Right, me recording this video right now is not me making a video because my mind or my brain or my ego is trying to will myself into reality necessarily. It's more of, okay, let me allow God to use me. Let me allow the universe to flow through me. I don't care what it is that you do. You don't have to be doing spiritual work. I believe all work is spiritual work. If you're a hairdresser and you're helping someone do their hair, you're making someone's crown feel really good. You're working with their crown, and you're making them feel good about themselves, which raises their vibration, makes them feel good, which is actually spiritual to me, in my opinion, right? And so I don't care what it is that you do. Most things have, you can put a spiritual intention behind it. And so if you're allowing the universe to flow through you and not using your ego, thinking that you and God are separate, then you're in a whole new ball game. And so you're allowing that energy to flow through you. You're allowing you to ground yourself here on planet Earth, but you're using the 5D energy to flow through you, right? To be with you, to sort of compel you to take action when you can't help but take action, right? And also on top of that, you can apply emotion as well. So some people use desire, some people use happiness, some people want to feel motivation or inspiration and all of these feelings. I like to use pain. I want to know that I live the most abundant life that I could live, and I want to support people in transforming their life. So I don't want to feel like, I'm, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, whatever, and that I didn't do all that I could do to support other people, but also transform my own life, and so I use emotion too to compel me to take action. So when I don't feel like doing something, it's like, it's just the mind, it's just the brain. I can transcend the brain, I can transcend the mind, and then I can redirect my mind to, okay, why am I doing this? I want to do this because I want to support people, I want to help people, I want to transform people's lives, I want to transform my life. How do we evolve and expand? And I look at the consequences of not taking action. What if I don't do this? Who suffers? Who gets hurt? Who's in depression? Who's suicidal right now? And just because of watching this video, they're no longer suicidal, right? Who am I letting down? Who, what about my future kids, my unborn kids? Like, what about the ripple effect that this one video can create? Like, I might help one person manifest $1 million business, and that $1 million business goes on to help millions, and maybe even billions of people. Who knows? Just by one video. I don't know what could potentially happen from making this one video. So it's like, you're doing someone's crown, you're doing someone's hair as a hairdresser, or you're doing your accounting for a business or whatever. I don't care what it is that you do. Your work has power in it, right? There's no more or less work when it comes to spirituality, or someone's work is more meaningful or less meaningful. There's none of that. If you have that in your mind, that's ego, right? That's ego. That's the mind, that's the brain comparing and measuring, what's better, what's less. Oh, I need to become more spiritual and, be a monk in the mountains and, transcend this reality and the 3D and the matrix and all of this stuff. And that makes me a better person. No, that's nice guy, nice girl syndrome. You're trying to be extra nice because the world is so bad, because you're trying to escape suffering, right? You're thinking suffering is a bad thing, when in reality, we need to accept that this is a part of reality. We live in a reality of duality and polarity, all right? And instead of trying to fight it and move away from it, what we want to do is ground ourselves in our center and have equanimity and stillness and accepting our reality for what it is, and being in that energy and being in that polarity. And in that energy and in that polarity, you actually create more abundance in your life, and you actually transform people's lives indirectly, just from your energy alone. But we're trying to be too much in the feminine. We're trying to be too much in the masculine, and we're not finding the balance between the two. So when it comes to taking action, I allow energy to flow through me, ideas, inspiration, I allow it to flow through me and come through me, but I also apply emotion to taking action. So when you apply the unknown and faith now with, the action, now we transform our lives. And I know this sounds simple and basic, but most people don't get it, right? And I love to coach people through this. I love to support people with removing their subconscious identities, emotions, traumas, abundance blocks, love blocks, stopping them from achieving what they want. And that's why I offer one-on-one coaching. If you're interested in that, again, I've helped people create 4, 5, 6, 7-figure income streams, and I live in abundance. I travel all over the world. Right now, I'm in Indonesia. After, I'm going Kuala Lumpur. After that, I'm going Panama. I'm able and capable to do this stuff because I understand these principles. And the more you understand them, the more your life will transform. Absolutely, 100%. All right. And if you want support with that, again, I've got one-on-one coaching. You can check out the video here for my one-on-one coaching services. And, that's about it. I appreciate you. And thanks for watching this video. Keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding. And I'll speak to you soon. Peace.